into the stomach cavity, and right here, where this fin is where the skeleton starts. And if you have if I go wrong, listen, quiet, say. Here?
Yeah.
If I go wrong, I'm underneath that fin. So I just pull back, and I put it over top of the skeleton.
And that's good
right?
shit there.
I got that
Don't hack,
shit right here,
don't
video.
Don't hack, don't saw, don't do anything. Just go like that.
Whoa.
Okay? That's all. Right? And then push one more time, and make sure the fish is flat. You see the tip of the knife is right here.
Man.
Just push one more time.
Damn.
Now it's open. That's all there is to it.
Saw. That's what I do.
Hack and saw, you get
It's all screwed up.
chopped meat.
Hey, get your crotch out of this, man.
So-
I'm putting this on YouTube tonight.
So once you've got the meat off the skeleton, the next thing you have to do is you have to find where the spine is, and it runs right here on every fish. I don't care if it's a flounder or a croaker.
Up higher.
Right here is where the spine is, and a lot of fish they have something called locus of something. That's where the nerves are that they use for sensing other fish, and it comes through the skin right along the spine. Anyway, you're off the spine. Now you take the tip of the knife and you just go. Now I can't push it. I'm pushing. I'm on the spine. It's a little bump on the skeleton. Again, this works for flounders too. They're just thinner. Same technique. So you get to the spine like that, and then find a spot you feel comfortable with. Get the knife tip over the spine and make a bevel cut like that, and a bevel cut like that. And now I'm over the spine. See the spine?
Yeah.
Right there.
And if you try to go through that, if you try to cut over it, or you try to go through it, you're going to cut through the skeleton, or you're going to leave all the meat on the bone. Right? And this is the trick. Take your knife. I'm over the spine now with the tip. You take your knife and push it straight out at the fin.
All right.
I'm still above the skeleton.
Man.
Okay? Just push it there. Now guess what? Just go like that. That's all there is to it. Now look. Right? And the only thing left to do, and this is the hardest part, especially on drum, these are the belly bones. And they're very tough. They're hard to cut. So this is the only place you'll see me saw on a fish, is I got to get through.
It's the only place, guys.
I got to get through those belly bones. And of course, be careful not to cut yourself. Like that. Now I'm through the belly bones. And the only thing left to do is just separate the meat from the skeleton at the head. Like that.
Hey.
Dang.
That's all there is to it.
Sweet.
Now, if you screw up,
That was a good
and
idea
I
to
almost
video
did,
that.
if
I
I screw up
I stand corrected.
and have part of the skeleton still on the meat, all I have to do before I take the skin off is just shave it.
Yeah.
And take the bones off the top of the meat.
Shaved fish.
Now the other when I have time like I have time right now and I want to trim them, you take your knife and shave with the skin still on. Shave this silver piece off. This is the stomach section. This is where all the stomach bones are. Now, if you really wanted to be frugal, you save all these pieces and throw them in a pot of water with some onions.
Moon will want them.
Not onions. Boil it to get the meat off. You got to hand clean them to get the belly bones out.
Yep.
I make salad out of that. But Moon wants these. This is good meat.
Keep this. Moon might want this.
Okay. And now, if you feel this, if anybody wants to feel it without, and not, you'll get dirty. But that's what I do when I get ready to take the skin off. That's what I usually do. Do you feel one?
Some bones
Okay.
right there.
I'll show you the final trim. Do the final trim after the skin's off, right? So I know where they are.
Nice.
Flip the meat this way. Back a left hand. Just grab towards the end and leave a little bit of meat right there. That's so I can grab it. And if you don't have a fingernail or you want to use a pair of pliers or something like that, you can. I've seen people use those scruffs. You know those green, those green pads, not Brillo,
Oh, yeah.
no soap in them, but they're like a scruff or something.
Oh, yeah.
Green plastic. I've seen people using that down at the fish house at Hatteras. Works good. Anyway, you don't cut with the knife. You pull the skin. That's the trick. So it may look like my knife is moving, but really what's moving is the skin.
Your backhand. Yeah.
That's all that's moving. If you saw like this, you'll cut through the skin, guaranteed. Especially if your knife is sharp like it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So there's nothing
Dang.
there.
Nice
and there's
work.
your fillet. Now,
Voila.
the final trim that H.O. found, you take it up like this and say, okay, there's usually a couple of pieces of bone almost on every fish right up at the top. So you sacrifice a little piece like that.
Man,
And then that should be pretty much bone-free.
What a pretty piece of meat.
Okay?
Yeah.
So on the other side, it's the same cuts, except it's kind of backwards because of the fish, right? But I take the same cut across the spine. Now this time, since the stomach is over here, I have to be a little more careful because I have to go all the way down along the spine. Now I'm making a mistake on purpose. See where the knife is?
Yeah.
If I'm not paying attention to how it feels, I flip that off and then I've got bones on the meat,
Made
right?
that mistake on purpose.
You like that? Anyway, pull back until you feel the knife come on top of the spine and then push out to the tail,
Gosh.
right?
I love that little move down there.
To the spine, over the spine, through at an angle, and let the table guide your knife. See the angle my knife is at? The table's keeping me from cutting the bone. Right?
It's technical. It's a very technical cut.
Well, but it's like, you know, a couple of times and you'll have it. And like I'm saying, largemouth bass, I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
If it's big enough to fillet, you can fillet any fish you got.
Fish you can fillet.
Well, I filleted
Well,
killie one time, a
yeah.
little mud minnow, just for fun.
Some nerve damage.
Nerve
Fish
damage.
still kicking. That's some
Good job
fresh,
telling me that.
fresh
You
fish.
shouldn't film that, Brett. The animal rights activists.
Yeah.
might-
Remember where we are. Peter will be
this
down here
this
in a
be
minute.
on YouTube tonight,
Gotcha.
and we'll be giving a shout out for my man's little go fish business here.
Daybreak, Unlimited.
Daybreak Unlimited. What's the phone number of that place?
That phone number
Lee?
is 252-564-2220.
You want a good fishing trip? You call that number.
All right.
Wow.
Listen to this guy.
You want to throw them fish in the baggie?
Yeah. Hey, when I get done, Clint, all I need is 3 fillets. Okay?
You
Or you want to
Whoa!